Server response code. So whenever you type something into your browser and you're presenting this to a server, the server is going to respond. I found the page, so it'll return a server code of 200. If the page isn't found, it'll return a response code of 404. There's maybe 25 to 30 of these response codes. Well, the response codes matter in terms of having the search engines understand your content and make sure they're indexed. If you don't properly return response codes to the search engines, your pages are not going to appear in the index and you're not going to rank. So how do we combat a lot of this? So there is a technique called redirection. And essentially what we're doing is giving the search engines very explicit instructions on what we want to happen. So there's a number of ways to implement this. What I'm going to talk about is a couple right now, 301 and a 302 redirection. The thing that I want you to take away from this is that if you have a page that has moved, or alternatively, if you're trying to implement something like URL rewrites to present a better structure to the search engines, you want to use a 301 redirection. This informs the search engines that a particular page is permanently moving to another location. The reason why that's important is the page that has moved may have been around for a while. So let's take the previous example, Spalding Baseball Glove. Perhaps that, for my site, baseball.com, maybe I'm ranking in the #2 position, but for whatever reason, chief marketing officer or somebody else decides that they want to name it something else or move it. Well, you've developed a lot of investment in the authority of that particular page, and you want to make sure that the search engines maintain it. So you want to inform them that we are permanently moving this page, and all of the authority that was previously ascribed to it, assigned to it, actually goes to the new page. Now, if the page isn't found, a couple of things happen. So by default, a return code of 302, temporary movement, and possibly even page not found occurs. Well, this is not a best practice, and you want to ensure that to the greatest degree possible, if you're going to have content that moves around, you're implementing a 301. The biggest reason is you're diluting your search engine value, and you're not getting the value of the page in its location that previously existed.